So there we have the national anthem of Jamaica as we say good afternoon and welcome to the EFFORTVILLE Community Center here in Maypen, Clarendon. It's match day 25, Humberline against Mount Pleasant. Humberline starting today in 10th position on 25 points. Mount Pleasant at the top of the pile on 53 points, needing just about another 2 points to secure their automatic semi-final placing. A small crowd on hand here, dominated of course by Mount Pleasant supporters, but as usual we expect the Humberline supporters to be turning out later on, but for the time being it's Mount Pleasant supporters who are dominating the attendance here at the EFFORTVILLE Community Center. Bright sunny day it is here in Maypen, Clarendon, and excellent condition for football, albeit a little hot, but nevertheless a good afternoon so to speak, as we get ready for this contest. As the president of the Jamaica Football Federation makes his way into the venue. It's his home ground, yes. So the teams getting ready to start the action. Let us look at the starting lineups for both teams, starting with the Mount Pleasant team, the visitors. Number 77, Tafari Chambers, the goalkeeper this afternoon. Number 31, Ramon Howell. Number 4, Fitzroy Cummings. Number 6, Melvin Doxilly. Number 33, Shaquille Da. Number 20, Nathaniel James. Number 28, Tevin Shaw. Number 18, Shaquille Bradford. Number 14, Sule Makala, the captain this afternoon. Number 9, Daniel Green. And number 7, Devontae Campbell. Those are the players who makes up the starting 11 for Mount Pleasant. The reserves, Kimoni Bailey, Leonard Rankin, Romeo Guthrie, Kimani Campbell, Demario Phillips, Okwasa Chong, Kylie Avery, and Kevon Isaacs, the substitute. The coach, of course, Theodore Tapper Whitmore, and the sporting director at Mount Pleasant, Paul Christie. Let's look at the starting team for Humberline as Mount Pleasant get ready for the kickoff. Number 21 for Humberline, Jason White. Number 14, Orlando Brown. Number 23, Zidane Christie. Number 30, Afiba Chambers. Number 8, Livingston Walker. Number 29, Kajay Lewin. Number 4, Shandol Anderson. Number 6, Fabian Pasco. Number 18, Lincoln Thompson. Number 40, Asani Barnes. Number 11, Errol Swaby. And the reserves, number 19, Malik Robinson. Henrik Gordon. Kareem Bryan. Andre Scott. James Thomas. Kajay Jackson. Kadif Wolf. Romario Harris. Cleo Clark and Alex McLaughlin. Those are the substitutes for Humberline. Lindval Pala Wilson is the coach of the Humberline's team. The name not here on the match card. Not sure if it was an oversight, but his name is not present on the match card. But Lindval Pala Wilson is the man we see on the bench there for the Humberline's team. We're on the way here at EFFORTVILLE in Maypen, Clarendon. Mount Pleasant with the kickoff. And they win a throw on the far side, Mount Pleasant. Makala takes the throw. Mount Pleasant in possession. Makala in the center circle, plays it to his right. Cummings plays it forward. Trying to find Bradford. Bradford with it. Unable to keep it in. And it goes into touch for a goal kick to Humberline. Early action here at EFFORTVILLE in Clarendon. Once again, the ball goes into touch. Cummings with a throw for Mount Pleasant. Trying to get it to Bradford, who plays it inside. Gets it to his Devontae Campbell. Campbell with it, twisting and turning. Comes all the way to the left now to Makala. And it played into touch for a corner kick for Mount Pleasant. The first corner of the game, coming unofficially in the second minute. So Mount Pleasant with a corner on the left side. Here's a corner kick. Looks to be Shaw. Place it into the penalty area. Headed it towards goal. And it goes just missing the right upright. Doc Silly with that header. So, goal kick to Humberland. First real attack of the game so far. Goes to Mount Pleasant. Here is Humberland coming away with it. Still in possession. Humberland plays it back. Mount Pleasant regains possession. Has it in their own half. Dyer knocks it to Doc Silly. Cummings unable to keep that one in. Apparently took his eyes off the ball at the last minute. And it rolled into touch for a throw to Humberland. Livingston Walker there trying to get that one into the penalty area. Crashing into the side netting. Goal kick to Mount Pleasant. Whistle on the play there. Free kick won by Humberland in the Mount Pleasant half. Here's a kick. Clearance there for Mount Pleasant. It comes to Devontae Campbell. Here is Daniel Green. Played into touch by the Humberland defender. And a throw to Mount Pleasant. Makala plays it back to Shaw. Cummings has it. Throw. Cummings to take it once again. Trying to get it to Shaw. It's headed out and another corner to the Mount Pleasant team. We're into the 6th minute. Corner. Left-footed corner. Here for Mount Pleasant. Comes back to Campbell. He knocks it back to Howell. Howell gets it to James. James still in possession, being hounded by the defense for Humberland. Gets it back to Howell. Howell plays it across to Doc Silly. He gets it to Dyer. And Dyer passes it back to his goalkeeper, Chambers. 0-0 the scoreline here at the Effortville Community Center. Humberland against Mount Pleasant. Match day 25 in the Ray Neville Jamaica Premier League. Dyer successfully winning that contest there dispossessing the Humber Lion player. And it comes back to the goalkeeper once again. He plays it across to Cummings. Cummings gets it to Shaw. Shaw plays it forward. Bradford is running towards it, but he's been prevented by Chambers, who gets it to his goalkeeper. Keeper plays it long. McCullough has it, plays it to Campbell. Campbell goes to the turf, is up, gets it to Green. Green back to McCullough. It comes to Doxley in the center circle. Gets it to Nathaniel James. Dispossessed there by Jason White. And here's Mount Pleasant once again. A bad back pass there by Mount Pleasant, but goalkeeper Chambers keeps his head and just won the 70-30 ball and easily passes it back to his player. Danger averted there for Mount Pleasant. They're back in possession once again. Shaw has it. Comes back to Doxley. Shaw with it in the center circle. Dribbles towards the left once again. Gets it to Howell. Booted long this time. Green in a foot race on the left side. That should be Devonte Campbell. Ball goes into touch for a kick, goal kick to Humber Lion. 0-0, still the scoreline here. Early action in this Jamaica Premier League encounter. It's the penultimate round of matches. The semi-final, automatic semi-final slots up for grabs. And there's the final playoff spot also up for grabs. Both could be decided today. But let's see what happens. 0-0 here at Effortville. Campbell brought down once again. Referee awards a free kick to Mount Pleasant, taken quickly. Dyer coming forward, dribbles over the halfway line, gets it to James. James in possession, plays it back to Cummings. Cummings plays it back to James. James knocks it to Howell. McCullough has it and plays it back to Doxley, who is unaware that Green is on the turf, and it goes into touch because Green is unable to retrieve. Devonte Campbell it is who is on the turf there. So Devonte Campbell getting some assistance there now. Here's Barnes with a kick. Walker trying to get onto the end of that one once again. As McCullough breaks away. Bad pass there for McCullough. Only gets it to Zidane Christie. As Humber Lion builds an attack again. Shandal Anderson plays it right side. Ball goes into touch. Throw taken quickly by Humber Lion. They are in possession. Playing it all the way back into their own half. Here is Pasco coming away with it. Gets it to Lewin. Lewin plays it across. Livingston. Walker. Clearance by Mount Pleasant. Still not cleared fully. And Mount Pleasant wins possession, loses possession once again. And here is Humberline. It comes to Orlando Brown on the left side. Brown plays it back inside to Lewin. Humberline getting into the action now. Here is James from Mount Pleasant. Turns it back, finds Howell. Howell plays it across to McCullough. He's dispossessed. Here is Walker with a shot from far. And it's off target. Livingston Walker with that shot. But it's way off target. And Mount Pleasant restarts with a goal kick. Here is Cummings. Plays it long towards the left. Gets it to Campbell. Knocks it back to Dyer. Does Campbell. Plays it inside to McCullough, who's now floated inside. Cummings plays it forward. Gets it to Nathaniel James. James not able to control it as he would have liked and loses possession. Here is Anderson. Shandell Anderson on the far side with it for Humberline. He tries to find Livingston Walker, but he's in an offside position and the referee makes the call. Kick to Mount Pleasant. Cummings trying to boot that one upfield as Humberline comes away with it. Whistle on the play. Foul against Humberline. Referee being challenged for her decision. Dyer plays it to... Here is Devontae Campbell. Offside called against him. As he tried to break away down the left side. We have covered the first quarter of this encounter, so we're into the 17th minute here at Effortville. 0-0 the scoreline between Mount Pleasant and Humberline. Here is Mount Pleasant with a chance. The goalkeeper, Barnes, recovered to grab that one. But it surely was a glorious opportunity for Bradford. And Barnes was equal to the task. Bad back pass there from Humberline, and they were almost made to pay for it. Ball played forward. Here's Cummings heading back. Throw to Humberline. Play broken up there by Shaw. Or rather, James plays it back to Shaw. And it's played out there. Another throw. This one coming off the last play it came off was a Mount Pleasant player, so a throw. Pasco it is, who is going to be taking this throw. Fabian Pasco. We're in number 6. Here is Pasco now with the throw. Headed back by James for Mount Pleasant. Here now is Anderson. Mount Pleasant back in possession. Howell plays it to McCullough. There with it now. Plays it back to his goalkeeper, who boots it upfield. Landing on the halfway line. And Humberland back in possession once again. Ball played on the far side. Humberland on the attack. Chipped inside. Into the midriff of Shaquille Dyer. And the defense from Mount Pleasant makes the clearance. Here is Pasco with it. Plays it across to his defender, who heads it back to the goalkeeper. And Bradford almost getting that one once again. Humberland must be careful of those passes back to the goalkeeper, because Bradford almost got a boot onto it. Here is Mount Pleasant in attack once again. Pasco shoves James off the ball. Referee responds with a whistle. Here is Bradford, brought down from behind by Chambers. You know that device there now. Free kick to Mount Pleasant. Just above the area. Devontae Campbell coming across. Tevin Shaw is there. Or Nathaniel James is there. Here is a kick now. Place it to Devontae Campbell, is into the box, turns it inside. Shot towards goal. Saved by the goalkeeper. And Humberland comes away with it. A good strategy there. But the shot eventually lacking the velocity that it would have needed to get past the goalkeeper. Another throw to Mount Pleasant. Cummings gets it to Howell. Plays it to Shaw. Shaw knocks it across to McCullough. McCullough plays it further across to Dyer. Dyer fumbling with it on his feet there. Gets it back to Doc Silly. Mount Pleasant still in possession through Sule McCullough. To Shaw. Trying to get by his man. Gets it to Daniel Green eventually. And Green has possession. Plays it back to Dyer. Dyer back to Daniel Green. Green plays it inside. Oh, flag goes up. Whistle comes after. Free kick to Humberland. Nil all the scoreline here at Effortville Community Center. We're 22 minutes gone. And no goals yet in this contest. Cummings called for that infringement. Humberland player down. Last meeting between these teams. Mount Pleasant came away 1-0 winners. Here is Lewin with it. Mount Pleasant regains possession. Comes to Dyer. Plays it upfield. Aiming towards James. Unsuccessful is James in keeping it in. It goes into touch for a throw to Humberland. 0 the scoreline here at the Effortville Community Center. We're into the 26th minute. And Humberland wins another throw on the near side, just in front of the Mount Pleasant bench. Another throw, this time to Mount Pleasant. Here is Cummings with the throw. Bradford trying to get onto the end of this one once again. But goalkeeper Barnes is there and just grabs it, plays it to his right. McCullough, dispossessed there by Lewin. Here is Lewin, looking to chip this one inside. And of course, Thompson loses possession, and it's a goal kick to Mount Pleasant. As we head towards the half-an-hour mark in this encounter, still 0-0. James flicks it to Shaw, and it goes into touch of Roger Lewin for Humberland. Very windy here at Effortville. Here is Bradford winning possession this time. Trying to get to Cummings. Succeeds in getting it to Orlando Brown. Mount Pleasant regains possession. Cummings. Pasco trying to get it away. McCullough gets it to Dyer. Plays it inside. Here is McCullough with it once again. Gets it to Shaw on the right side. Shaw plays it forward. Trying to find James. Intercepted there by the defense for Humberland. And it goes into touch for a throw to Mount Pleasant. Dyer comes forward to take this throw. Gets it to James. Back to Cummings. Green gets it inside to James. Pulls the trigger, does James. And it goes over the crossbar. Here is Chambers with a kick long upfield. Campbell trying to get onto the end of it, does so now, trying to beat his man, unsuccessful. And it goes into touch for a throw. Here's Mount Pleasant again, still on the left side of the field. Ball played inside to Howell. It's back to Dyer. Defense at work once again for Humberland on the far side. Just beating this one into the parking lot. We're on to the half-an-hour mark in this contest. 0-0 the scoreline. Humberland against Mount Pleasant. Throw taken. Heads back out for another throw. Here is Shaw with it. In the middle of the Humber Lions half. Ball chipped forward. Too far forward. And it goes into touch for a goal kick. Howell trying to just chip this one into the penalty area. 1-7. Drawn 5, or 4 rather, lost 13. They have scored 30 goals while conceding 44 for their 25 points. No action from the ref. Oh, yes. Eventually blows the whistle, referee. Free kick to Mount Pleasant in the center circle. Here is Cummings with it on the right side for Mount Pleasant. Trying to get it to Shaw. Unsuccessful. As it's intercepted by Orlando Brown, who dribbles down the right side. And Cummings recovers to put it into touch for a throw to Humber Lion. Pasco with the throw. Walker being hounded by James and Duxley. They get it away now. Here is Lewin with it once again. Mount Pleasant, Humber Lion comes away with it once again through Christie. It's back with Christie, plays it into the penalty area, headed out by Duxley. Chest off by Campbell. And the goalkeeper comes forward. And puts it into touch. Here is Green on the far side. Gets it to Campbell. Campbell plays it back. Trying to find McCalla. Whistle on the play. And the referee going over to... this has now been adjusted. St. Elizabeth FA president handling business down there. So we're back with the action. Bradford loses possession. Shaw. Goalkeeper Barnes momentarily lost that one. Recovers well. Comes back to Shaw. Goes into touch for a throw. Here is James. Gets it to Shaw once again. Shaw loses possession, puts it into touch. And Pasco takes the throw. Cummings. Comes back to Lewin. James. Gets it to Green. Green plays it forward, finds Bradford. Bradford dribbling now, trying to get into the box. And is dispossessed there by the central defenders for Humber Lions. He wins the Humber Lion team wins a free kick. Middle of their own half. Bradford desperately trying to get possession of that one. Here is Lewin once again. Finds White, Jason White. Whistle on the play. Kick to Humberline. Here is Chambers with a kick. Afiba Chambers gets it to Walker. Trying to turn with it, Walker. Intercepted there by Cummings. Howell intercepts this one again. And Mount Pleasant comes away with it through Devontae Campbell. On the far side, trying to get some help. Plays it inside, trying to find Green. Intercepted by the defenders for Humberline. Here is Walker once again in the center circle with it for Humberline. Shaw. Dyer gets it. Knocks it to Shaw. Shaw turns it back to Cummings. Mount Pleasant has it once again. Doxley plays it across to McCalla. McCalla finds Howell. Howell plays it to Cummings. And he gets it back to Howell. Howell to McCalla on the right side. Plays it to his left now. Finds Dyer on the far side. Comes back to McCalla. Whistle on the play there. Humberline penalized for that tackle. Here is Green trying to turn his man, unsuccessful, loses possession. Commits a foul. And a free kick to Humberline. We're into the 40th minute, 0-0 the scoreline. Humberline has a free kick. Headed out by Shaw. Comes to Bradford. Bradford trying to break away. Loses possession. Asani, Barnes with it, the goalkeeper for Humberline. Here is Green with that one. Here's a shot towards goal. And it rolls just to the left upright. Unbelievable. Or apparently there was a flag. No flag. Bradford really should have put that one away. The goalkeeper was already beaten. So Humberline lives to fight another day. They win a free kick in the Mount Pleasant half. Here is Chambers with it. Cleared by McCalla. Comes to Bradford. Shaquille Bradford. He has acres of land. He dribbles forward. Turns it right side to James. Here is James now. Lining up a shot. Crashed into the defense and goes into touch for a corner. Another corner to Mount Pleasant as we head towards the interval. Here's a corner on the left side for Mount Pleasant. Here's a corner. Heads go up, headed out by the defense for Humberline. And goalkeeper Barnes completes the cleanup job. Pasco coming forward for Humberline. Plays it inside. Sule McCalla gets it to Walker. Lewin. Campbell. Goes to the turf. Humberland in possession. Here is Anderson. And goalkeeper Chambers. Easy pickings for goalkeeper Chambers with that one. Here is Cummings. Plays it to James. Trying to get by his man. James is brought down by Pasco. Is Pasco begging for a card in this game? Seems to be riding his luck up to this point. Pasco. Dye on the far side for Mount Pleasant. Turns it back inside to Howell. Trying to find Green. Comes back to Campbell. Dribbles by his man. Play broken up there by the defense for Humberland. They make progress on the far side once again. Looks to be Anderson. Plays it inside. Intercepted. Trying to find the number 14 Orlando Brown. Cleared once again by Shaw for Mount Pleasant. James trying to get this one. Goes down. No whistle on the play. And goalkeeper Barnes for Humberland retrieves. Plays it long upfield once again. Gets it to Walker. Cummings heads it towards his goalkeeper, Chambers. And Chambers hold on to that one safely. Here is Doxley. Coming forward, plays it long, trying to find Daniel Green. Here is Green with it in the penalty area. Whistle on the play. We're into the final minute of regular time. Unofficially. Ball handled there. By Jason White. Campbell plays it inside to Howell. Howell trying to find back Campbell. Comes to Green. Whistle on the play. And that's it for the first half. So at the end of the first 45 minutes, it's Humberland 0, Mount Pleasant 0 in this match day 25 encounter here at the Effortville Community Center. 0-0 at the end of the first half.
That turn on, Barry? Okay.
Leave on the score line. The one being replaced by number 17, Romeo Buckley.
Near side. Tevin Shaw goes down. Whistle on the play. And Sule Makala steps up to take the throw for Mount Pleasant. Gets it to Bradford. Bradford knocks it back to Makala. Christie with the interception. Here is Devontae Campbell now. Going to make another foray down the left side. Turns it back to Green. Green plays it back to Makala. Makala back to Green. Green dribbles out of the danger. Gets it to Campbell. Campbell in the penalty area. Turns it inside. Intercepted by the goalkeeper Barnes. Very well done there by Hassani Barnes for Humberline. Mount Pleasant back in possession. James brought down, whistle on the play. Free kick to Mount Pleasant, halfway the Humberlands half.
Green earth first, yeah. Remember me to the same.
Campbell now lining up to take this kick. Chips it forward. Headed by Green. Over the crossbar it goes. Makala plays it out of the crowd, gets it to Campbell. Campbell busting his way into the central section of the field. Brought down, whistle on the play, almost the identical spot to the last free kick. We're heading towards 50 minutes in this encounter. Another free kick won by Mount Pleasant. Let's see what happens here. Four Mount Pleasant players over the ball this time. No sign of Campbell. Green, Duxley, Cummings, and Guthrie. Looks to be Green who's going to be taking it. Chips it, crashes into the wall, and goes into touch for a corner to Mount Pleasant. First corner of the second half. Tevin Shaw makes his way over on the far side to take this corner kick. Here is Shaw with the corner kick. Headed over the crossbar by Shaquille Bradford. And he's unable to move his tally from 11 with that attempt. Here's a goal kick by Barnes rather. Comes to Dyer. Whistle on the play. Free kick won by Humble Lands, just outside the penalty area. Thompson's the man standing over this one. Shoots towards goal and goes over the crossbar. Wasted kick that time by Thompson. Goal kick to Mount Pleasant. Cummings coming away with it. Dyer knocks it back to his keeper, who plays it back to Cummings. Cummings plays it forward, trying to find James. Not successful. Throw to Mount Pleasant. Here is Guthrie, trying to get onto that one. Comes back to James on the far side. Dribbles forward. Goes into touch for a throw once again to Mount Pleasant. Humberland player on the turf. Looks like he needs some assistance. Mount Pleasant to walk them up. That's James Thomas. And he replaces number 11. That's James Thomas, replaces number 11, Everall Swaby. Unofficially, the substitution made in the 57th minute. It's still goalless here at Effortville. Corner won by Mount Pleasant. Here's a corner kick. Headed by Tevin Shaw. Not able to keep it down. And it goes into touch for a goal kick. Another corner. Another corner to Mount Pleasant. Devontae Campbell comes across to take this one. Here's a corner. Headed out by Pasco for another corner. 3 corners in a row to Mount Pleasant. Campbell once again. Green coming across for a short corner. Here's a corner. Here is Cummings getting underneath it. Heads it towards goal. And the keeper, Barnes, holds on to it. Once again. Boots this one upfield. 3 against 2. And it goes back to goalkeeper Chambers for Mount Pleasant. He rolls it to Dyer. Bradford unable to get by the substitute Thomas. A number of Mount Pleasant players warming up at the moment. 5 players warming up. Another substitution could be coming up anytime soon, as Humberland. Green gets it to Bradford, trying to get it to Bradford. Campbell has it instead. Gets by his man, turns it inside, comes all the way across. James is unable to keep it in, and it goes to Humberlands for a throw. Guthrie unable to get to that one. Comes to McCalla. Heads it forward. Lewin. Here is Shaw with it once again. Trying to play it forward to Campbell. But it comes off the Humberland player and goes into touch for a throw. Here's a throw by McCalla. Gets it to Dyer. McCalla gets it to Shaw. Shaw knocks it to Dyer. Plays it across. Intercepted there by Shandal Anderson for Humberland. They're in possession in the Mount Pleasant half. Plays it inside. Way off target. And it's another goal kick to Mount Pleasant. Wayward pass that was. Here is Green. Humberland trying to play it forward. Thompson has Thompson's pass ricochets off Campbell for a throw. Whistle on the play. Free kick to Mount Pleasant. Here is Mount Pleasant once again. Long diagonal pass by Cummings. Thompson intercepts it. Plays it into touch. Here is McCalla with the throw. Mount Pleasant seeking a 17th victory this season. Lovely pass there from Green. Gets it to Bradford. Unable to maintain possession, Bradford. And it's played into touch for a throw to Mount Pleasant. Here is Shaw. Gets it to McCalla. Bad pass here for McCalla. Intercepted there. And the Humberland boots it forward once again. All the way back to the Mount Pleasant goalkeeper. Mount Pleasant with a lot of possession in this game so far. Here is Chambers at the edge of the D. Chips it forward. Trying to find Daniel Green. A little overhit. McCallum muscles his way into the attack. And it's played forward once again for Bradford. Here is Bradford getting into the box now. Brought down in the box. A referee signals a corner kick to Mount Pleasant.
You know, it's a penalty that. But I think she give the lesser. But
Corner won by Mount Pleasant, Humber Lions players.
That's why I'm going to get injured.
Warming up. 3 Mount Pleasant players coming towards the referee now. I like we're going to be seeing a triple substitution. Here is Gray with the corner. Punched away by the goalkeeper. And Tevin Shaw unable to get that one on target.
Better.
63 minutes gone. Devonte Campbell will make his exit. And he's replaced by Akwasa Chung. Bradford is out. No, number 25, James, replaces number 25, Kylie Avery replaces Nathaniel James. One Trinidadian for another. And Bradford is replaced by Leonard Rankin. So Mount Pleasant now shoring up the team to get some goals in this game. 0-0 the scoreline. Avery gets his first touch. Plays it inside to Rankin, who gets his first touch as well. And McCullough plays it across to Cummings. Here is Romeo Guthrie getting this one. Turns it back to Okwasa Chung. Gets his first touch as well. Here is Cummings, plays this one inside. Played out by the defense for Humber Lion. Comes back to Dyer. Dyer gets it to Green. Green plays it to Avery. Avery plays it to Rankin. Rankin plays it back to Avery. Wasn't expecting the pass, Avery, it appears. And it's booted upfield by Humber Lion. Green checks his man. Unable to get possession though. And it's back with the goalkeeper. He plays it over to Chambers. Chambers plays it to Pasco. Pasco trying to find Brown. Mount Pleasant player being held there, Shaw. And the whistle goes. Here is McCullough. Gets it to Irving. Dribbles forward. Finds Rankin once again. Rankin has that one coming off the defense for Humber Lion. And goalkeeper Barnes retrieves. Doxley confidently just heading this one back to his goalkeeper despite the presence of a bustling James Thomas.
Slide.
Here is Anderson. Flag goes up. Throw to Mount Pleasant. Another throw to Mount Pleasant. Here is Shaw. Gets it back to Dyer. Back to Shaw. Doxley. Rankin. First touch letting him down. Here is Kylie Irving, hoping getting this one now. Place it back inside. Intercepted there by the goalkeeper. Apparently hoping that Chung would have been coming in.
Another one,
Another Humberline player goes down along with the goalkeeper. Still 0-0. Humberline against Mount Pleasant here at the Effortville Community Center. Humberline out of contention for a playoff spot. 2 slots above the drop zone. And really just playing to maintain their place in the league. That has already been secured. Long ball played upfield once again by the goalkeeper. Mount Pleasant maintains possession. Long ball upfield once again. Finding Rankin. His first touch is not as good as it really should be. Long ball across to Avery. Knocks it back to McCullough. Shaw has it. Back with Shaw. Gets it to Avery. Gets by his man. Fleet-footed Avery. Dribbles down the area. Plays it into the box. Goalkeeper quickly off his mark to intercept what would surely have been going to Romeo Guthrie. Lewin in possession once again. And it's back with Mount Pleasant. Midfield pass from McCullough to Avery. Dispossessed by Humberline. Here is Thompson. Plays it across. Player brought down. Lewin. Guthrie, the man guilty of taking him down. Free kick to Humberline. Here is Cleo Clark now to take this kick for Humberline. Humberline seeking to score against the run of play. Shot towards goal. Hits the wall. Comes back to the goalkeeper for Mount Pleasant. He boots this one, trying to boot this one long upfield. Not successful. McCullough with the throw to Green. Back to McCullough. Plays it forward. Rankin trying to get onto the end of that one. He gets it now, Rankin. Wow. Looks to have fouled the player. No whistle on the play. Here is Green. Gets it. Shot towards goal by Chong. No. Was in two minds there. Okwasa Chong. Changed his mind with the shot at last minute and just tried to lob it into the penalty area. Zidane Christie on the turf for Mount Pleasant. Get elbow, man.
No, man, elbow and foot in my
Oh.
What did you do? I'm trying in my bag. So we're back to Ronaldo.
Now put the team again. So we're back with the action. Rankin to Guthrie. Gets it back to trying to get to Chong. Guthrie has it on the far side. Turns it inside to Rankin. Rankin to Shaw. Shaw back to Rankin. Comes back to Cummings. Doc Silly. Chong just missed that one. Counter attack here from Humberland. Flag goes up, offside call. Substitution for Humberland, number 5. And Roy Scott makes his way onto the field. Substitution for Mount Pleasant. Shaw comes out.
Isaacs.
And Kevon Isaacs goes on. Gets his first taste of action for the season. Isaacs. Dyer loses possession. McCullough comes back to clean up the action. Thomas with it. Lewin. Robbed now by Guthrie. Chong now has it. Being held back. Here is Okwasa Chong coming forward into the penalty area. Turns it inside and hits it into the side netting. Gallant effort there by Chong. He was being pulled back by the defender. And of course, the surface is not the smoothest of surfaces. Chong succeeds only in getting it into the side netting. Still 0-0 here at Effortville. "79 minutes gone. Another throw to Mount Pleasant. Long ball booted upfield. by the goalkeeper. Back with the Mount Pleasant goalkeeper. Isaacs has it. Plays it forward. Intercepted there by Pasco. Back into the defensive area for Mount Pleasant. Thomas, broken up by the defense for Mount Pleasant. Isaacs does well. Here is Green, plays it forward. Gets it to Guthrie. Guthrie trying to find Rankin. Gets it to Thompson. Green comes back to defend. Has possession now, Green. Plays it to McCullough. McCullough back to Green. Plays it forward now. Here is Romeo Guthrie. No flag there. Plays it across the goal. Chose not to dribble into the penalty area this time, Guthrie. And really played it into no man's land. Another substitution coming up for Umberland, number 27. Makes his way in, Kareem Bryan. And he replaces Orlando Brown, the number 14. Here's a goal kick now to be taken by Humberlands. We're into the final quarter of this match day 25 encounter between Mount Pleasant and Humberland. Daniel Green fighting and winning that one. Trying to find Chong. Not able to. Goalkeeper unable to pick this one up. Comes all the way back to Guthrie. Here is Guthrie now. And ups that to shoot. He pulls it again. Here is Daniel Green. Plays it inside. Shot towards goal by Kylie Avery. And really, Mount Pleasant through Romeo Guthrie should have scored that one. Here is Anderson coming back now for Humberland. Gets it to Lewin. Lewin shoots wide. It's all happening here at Effortville. Still 0-0. What on earth was Romeo Guthrie thinking? He had the open goal and chose not to shoot towards the goal. Only way you'll score is if you shoot towards the goal. Here is Guthrie coming forward once again. Gets it to Chong. Chong dribbles forward. Loses possession. Struggling over there is Chong with the surface. And it goes into touch for a goal kick to Humberland.
Oh, you can get that on the
He was thinking.
You're selfish when you're playing. Where pass ball go?
Kick for Humberlands. Whistle on the play. Free kick to Mount Pleasant. Shot. Humberland back in possession in their own half. Boots it forward. Comes to Avery. Avery plays it inside to Guthrie. Loses possession. Flag goes up. Dyer brought down. Free kick to Mount Pleasant. Doxley has it. McCullough in possession. Plays it to Avery. Green back into his own half to McCullough. And McCullough plays it back to Melvin Doxley. Here's Isaacs. Gets it to Cummings. Back to Doxley. Comes to Avery. Good control in his chest. Dribbles inside now. Trying to find Rankin. Broken up there by Humberland. Here is Daniel Green on the left side with it now. Plays it forward. Avery trying to get there. Goes into touch for a corner kick to Mount Pleasant. Here's a corner kick. Green is going to take this one. Gets it inside. Heads towards goal. And it goes into the back of the net. Okwasa Chong on the end of that one. Mount Pleasant takes the lead in the dying moments here. Mount Pleasant takes the lead in the dying moments here at the Effortville Community Center. Okwasa Chong, the substitute, on the score sheet, back-to-back weeks. And it's Mount Pleasant 1, Humberland 0. Daniel Green opting to take that kick instead of Kylie Avery at last minute. And Okwasa Chong found his way on the end of that one. And it ended up in the back of the net past goalkeeper Hassani Barnes. And Mount Pleasant looks to have cemented their place in the semi-finals of the Jamaica Premier League for 2023-2024. 1-0 they lead here at Effortville. Here is Humberland coming forward. Shot towards goal. Punched away by the goalkeeper. Shot again towards goal. Over the crossbar. Humberland's down but not out. Goalkeeper Chambers going for safety there and punching it away. We are into the last 3 minutes of regular time. Played long upfield there by the goalkeeper. Here is Humberland still on the attack. Chipped inside, trying to find Thomas. Player for Humberland goes down.
What am I saying?
2 Humberland players down. So Kwasa Chung getting on the score sheet again. Scoring in the 88th minute. Kwasa Chung. And it is going to be interesting. The other results today. Tivoli Gardens winning over Lime Hall. Cavalier winning over Dunby Holding. Matches are close to the end. Waterhouse winning as well. Here is Humberland once again. Anderson makes a bad pass. Here is Avery for Mount Pleasant. He's brought down. Whistle on the play. Free kick to Mount Pleasant. Avery, the man down. Getting some assistance from his captain to get back on his feet. Does so now. McCullough to take the kick. Chips it over. Bradford trying to get onto that one. Dyer rather. Bradford long ago off the field. Here's a corner to Mount Pleasant. Avery takes it short to Green. Comes to McCullough. Dribbles forward. McCullough going down the line. Trying to turn it back inside. Unsuccessful. And a goal kick to Humberland. Boots this one upfield. And the referee brings this encounter to an end. Mount Pleasant with their 17th victory of the season, winning here by 1-0. Goal scored in the 88th minute by the substitute, Kwasa Chung, who takes his personal tally to 6 in the Premier League. And Mount Pleasant qualifies automatically for the semi-final for this season. 1-0 here at Effortville Community Center. So the defending champions marches on. That's it for our coverage today. Just to remind you that Mount Pleasant coming out on top here by 1-0. Kwasa Chung, the goal scorer, in the 88th minute. Picture of the season for Mount Pleasant. How was it today?
I think today it was a lackluster performance, but overall it was 3 points. I think we lack energy this evening, we lack intensity, and I don't know if it's because of the opponent. Again, but it's 3 points and clean sheet.
This, of course, qualifies Mount Pleasant for an automatic semi-final slot. Objective achieved?
Well, yes, from game one we set out, this is our objective, and I think the objective I've met somewhat this afternoon, so is what we do from now to the end of the season.
We saw Okwasa Chung being out for a number of weeks, came back last week with a very brilliant goal, came back today on the score sheet. What does this say about the depth of your team?
Well, again, it not only on a game day, you know, they've been working hard in training, you know, so once Okwasa Chung is on the field, he likes scoring goal, and he's always going to score once the chance presents itself.
How satisfied are you though with generally the team and how they have been performing over the last couple of weeks?
Well, very pleased. You know, very pleased. If you look from the start of the competition, we have never out of the top three, and that argues well for the team and for the club. So, again, as I said before, is what we do from now to the end of the season.
Okay, so Mount Pleasant into the semi-finals now. One more regular season game to play. It is going to be against Lyman. What can we expect there?
Well, again, it doesn't really matter the opponent who we play. We try at all times to win games. You know, winning is a mentality, so it doesn't really matter who we play. And the last game is no different.
Thank you very much, Coach.
All right, that's it.